and gentlemen, we interrupt our program to bring you the tragic news of the sudden death of J. Stanley McMasters.
Welcome back to my dark corner of this sick world.
You back again?
You know, I like my women like my popcorn.
Two, heaped high and heavy on the butter.
Just thought I'd mention it. This week we're looking at The Monster and the Girl, which opens as a low-end film noir.
I've seen plenty.
With 5 flashbacks in its first 15 minutes.
I wonder how things would be if...
Painting a pretty standard picture of a woman who fell in with a bad crowd.
I'm Susan, the bad luck penny.
And a brother who, in trying to help her, ends up accused of murder.
I never killed anybody.
As film noir goes, this is pretty turgid stuff, only made more so by the least engaging hero of all time.
About 2 months ago, I came to town.
And the fact that the entire script seems to have been written in hard-boiled cliché.
Now, you listen to me, Blue Britches.
This is no parole board.
The world is full of trouble. You never budge unless a bullet's prodding you.
There's one doctor that couldn't give me aspirin.
Worry is bad for a man. Shortens his life.
And you don't have to worry about being late to school.
The dreary hero is sentenced to death, and you're probably wondering what makes this worthy of dark corners.
I need the brain of a man.
Well, that came completely out of nowhere, halfway through the film, but... okay. Why?
Your help could be of infinite importance to the human race.
Interesting.
He should be proud when he wakes up with a human brain.
Right. I'm not clear on how this is going to help the human race. On the other hand, it does help the hero acquire a personality.
It's almost a human understanding.
And helps him make good on a promise he made to the men who framed him.
But somewhere, somehow, you'll get yours.
Can't even make a threat sound interesting. I'm glad he's a gorilla now. Now, dramatically, this is a bit of a tonal shift from courtroom drama to gothic horror to whatever you call a gorilla and his canine sidekick reenacting scenes from The Godfather Part 2. Now it lurches back towards crime, as we watch the gorilla picking off the real killers, who are too dumb to notice an ape in the room, and the inept police, trying to figure out what's going on.
No marks on the body. 10-story fall might bruise a fella here and there.
So might a 30-stone gorilla, but apparently not.
Stop that fool talk.
It's inconsistent, it's all over the place, and it's very hard to care about anything because nothing seems to happen for a reason.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
We never know why George Zucco puts a man's brain in a gorilla.
This night's dreaming will step him up 1,000,000 years in pattern of evolution.
We never know why a large crime syndicate went to such extraordinary lengths to recruit Susan Webster as a prostitute.
Especially since I happen to know where there's a good job waiting.
But above all, we never know why anybody would think those two plot lines belong together.
I just wasn't thinking.
It's all right.
There's no denying the social realist credentials of Susan Webster's predicament. Women really were tricked into prostitution and shamed into not going to the police. But very few men, I might even guess none, have their brains put into gorillas.
The whole thing's a plot against us.
And once that's happened, it does sort of dominate the plot line.
There I go, preaching again.
Crossing film noir and horror must have seemed like a good idea. They share a visual aesthetic derived from German Expressionism, but the plots don't mix. That's why you don't get Dracula in Double Indemnity, and why The Bride of Frankenstein doesn't ask Humphrey Bogart if he knows how to whistle.
Yes, sir.
I seem to have got a little off track here. Yeah, film doesn't really work.
Well, I've been suspecting that for over an hour.
If you've got a film you'd like us to review, leave a comment below. Click here to subscribe, here to see more reviews, or if you'd like to take your chance in the Dark Corner's mystery box of death, click down there.